first let us see the system. A system is arrangement in which units work for a particular result. A system is an arrangements in which units are working for a unique result. So now let us see the embedded systems. So embedded system refers to an software plus hardware components working together for a specific task, for a specific result in a given time. Embedded system is a combination of a software, hardware components working together for a specific task and given amount of a time. So normal systems are in a general purpose, like a laptop, desktop, but embedded system is a specific task oriented and in a given amount of any time it can do the work. So now let us go into the internal hardware components of an embedded systems. So a typical embedded system will be containing like as in a microcontroller or in a microprocessor, and it will be fed from the input like analog or digital, and it will drive to an output in a digital. So now let us take an example. The input will be as a temperature sensor, which will be giving the analog input, and by analog to digital converter, which will be going into the microcontroller, and microcontroller having the code to read and do the levels, and then it will try to indicate the temperature in LCD display. That is nothing but the display panel. So there are a lot of input systems are there. There are a lot of output systems are there. The input system, the inputs as an sensors, buttons, keypad, etc. The output system is nothing but as an example LCD, LED, buzzer, and 7-segment display, etc. friends. So if the basic components of an embedded system is consist of an input is nothing but a combination of an sensors and microprocessor or microcontroller and output. So this is nothing but as an display panels, friends. So now let us go into what are the internal components of an microcontroller and microprocessor. So this microcontroller will be represented like a music, and internally it is having as a CPU, and it is having a flash, which is nothing but whatever we have written the code, it will be stored here, or we try to flash through the IDE, the CPU, or an ALU, arithmetic logic unit, and this is nothing but the RAM, which typically store the variables. Like all the variables will be used for processing of any data, and typical microcontroller will contain the timers, counters, UART, I2C, SPI, PWM, interrupts, analog to digital converter, digital to analog converter. So these are the main peripherals lies inside a microcontroller. These peripherals will be connected over the bus to the CPU. So it can read and write the data towards this. If the variable lies in a RAM, which will be do only read and write, these peripherals like a timer, counter, UART, I2C, SPI, PWM, interrupts, A to C, A to D, and D to A will be having as a special purpose registers. So when you write the data into this one, either some functionality is going to affect. So this is the basic block of a typical microcontroller. So in the journey, let us start with as an Arduino first. This is the Arduino UNO board, friends. So this is the Arduino, and it is containing the Atmel 3 to 8 microcontroller. So if you see this board, it is having as a name USB port. So this is the USB A to B cable. So we can plug over here and connect it to the PC or any other adapter. So it can light up. So this can be working like flashing the code from the system. In the next episode, we try to see how to install and flash the code to the Arduino board, friends. So if you see it over here, this is the pins which we can connect it to the external world. See friends, here it is called a 0 to 13 pins. It has been there. So this can be used as a digital, and if you see over the tilt, there is a PWM signals are there. So that can be used as a pulse width modulation pins also, friends. And if we come over here, A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, friends. So these are nothing but the analog signals. It can take it. And internally there is A to D, which try to convert into the digital. And here is the pins, friends. We can take the data from voltage supply from here to the external world. And if you can see, there is called as a pin will be there, which will be LED will be there, which is connected to the 13, which can toggle the things. And here, this is the power supply job, which can take 7 to 12 volts. If you don't want to use for a development purpose, we try to use. For the field, we try to get the battery. The battery will be connected over here. So the code which will be born inside, it will be there. And this is the reset pin. So if you want to reset the board, we can press it so that the code will be start executing from the beginning, friends. So this is the basic setup of an Arduino. So here also it is having as a crystal. Crystal is used for a reference clocks to the CPU and to the entire board. And here it is containing this voltage regulator, taking a 7 to 12 volts, and it will try to regulate it to 5 volts and hand over to the board to function in a normal manner, friends. And it is also having as an UART. So UART signals is also been given to here, and this is ICSP. So this in circuit system programmer also it will be there, but we are using over the USB, friends. So in order to continue the journey with us an embedded system with an Arduino, along with this one, we also need to have a certain component to start the journey, friends. The first component, we should have it as a breadboard, friend. So when you are taking the signals out, so we need to connect over to the breadboard, friend. So we need to have it as in one breadboard, and in order to start the journey, we need to have it as in a certain LEDs. So in order to glow the LED from the board to the here, friends.
If you like my content, please share, subscribe, and if you have any doubts, please write in the comment. That will help me a lot to grow the channel. Thank you very much.